Cadillac is of two minds when it comes to looking back. It wants the glamour of the past, but the customers of the future. So perhaps it's appropriate that this is the first vehicle I've driven with a video rear view mirror, the future. It also flips back to a regular mirror when the driver throws a switch, the past. The strangest thing about the so-called rear camera mirror is that if you have people in the back seat of your car, you don't see them. As a matter of fact, you don't see anything inside the car, including yourself. You just see a panoramic view of what's behind you. The theory is that these video mirrors eliminate blind spots and also allow designers to experiment with new forms for the back of the car without having to worry about rearward visibility. It took me about 10 minutes to get used to the new type of mirror. I kept flipping back to its normal reflective side to make sure the image was accurate and that, unlike Dracula, I still had a reflection. And you know what? I love the new system. As for the rest of the car, this is the first Cadillac in a while that really felt like a Cadillac. Donnie Nordlich is with Cadillac.
It's a really fun challenge is probably the best way to put it, because we have this very full heritage that we appreciate and we never want to do away with by any means, but we are always trying to look forward with the brand. We're not sort of holding back in the past. We want to appreciate the past and use it to propel us forward. Cadillac has been a leader in design, technology, and innovation since its inception, and we continue to do that now. How we do that will be more applicable to the 21st century, but we have things like 21st century application of wood and leather and carbon fiber and metal, but it's still all sewn by hand.
I drove the review car to Washington for a wedding. Tellingly, the doorman at the Mandarin Oriental said, "Hey, you're the guy with the new Cadillac." That means a lot, because the guys at that 5-star hotel see every type of luxury car, and the fact that the new Cadillac stood out to them is significant.
Yeah, Cadillac has really become a challenger brand in the luxury sphere right now. And that for us is a really great thing, because while we can be a little more scrappy and innovative and upstart, you see that with a lot of our marketing campaigns with Dare Greatly and being a little non-traditional, we can also leverage our heritage. Everybody knows what a Cadillac is. Everybody knows that when you see these vertical light signatures, it's a Cadillac. We've had vertical lighting for decades and decades, going back to the 50s.
One of the great advantages to the new CT6 is that it does not suffer from the original Cadillac Q system. The advantage of the new generation is that it's actually much easier to use. There's a touchpad on the center console instead of a large touch screen that some car companies think should control everything.
In the CT6, we have an updated Q system. It's 3 times faster than it was before. Exclusive to the CT6 is the touchpad you mentioned, and then also it's a 10.2-inch high-def screen that you have, which is a touchscreen, or you can use the touchpad, like you said, collect less fingerprints. And also it's designed so the touchpad is exactly where your hand sits when you put your arm on the armrest. The touchpad's pretty cool because it's like an iPad. It does multi-touch gesture, not only just like scrolling and clicking, and has a little haptic feedback when you click. You can pinch and zoom on maps. You can use 3 fingers to swipe through radio stations, all those kinds of gestures, so that whatever the driver wants to do, whatever they're most comfortable with, whether it's touching a touchscreen, using the touchpad, using the voice control, we give them all of their options.
The Cadillac CT6 also offers a suite of electronic safety features, including lane keep assist and auto hold. When activated, the auto hold feature means you don't have to keep your foot on the brake in stop and go traffic, but it does interfere with the gas-saving auto stop start feature when you're at a light. What happens if you have the auto hold system on when you're stopped at a light? And what happens to the stop-start system?
Yeah, so using the auto-hold system will temporarily deactivate the stop-start system. The stop-start system is based on you having your foot on the brake pedal, and what the auto-hold system does is it holds you at a light or on an incline so you don't have to keep your foot on the brake pedal.
Under the hood is a normally aspirated 3.6-liter V6 mated to an 8-speed transmission generating 335 horsepower. One of the most startling things about the big Cadillac is the mileage. We got about 30 miles per gallon in combined city and highway driving. That's pretty amazing, especially for an all-wheel drive vehicle of this size. There was also plenty of power, getting us from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat. The base price for our Cadillac CT6 was $63,570. Options on our test car included night vision, pedestrian detection, automatic front and rear braking, $3,700 for a 34-speaker Bose Panerai system, and magnetic ride control, bringing our total price as tested to $77,340. And for our latest video car reviews, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow me on Twitter at Grant Winter. In Washington, for Real World Test Drive, I'm Grant Winter reporting.